Hi, I'm Gary,
And it's Carlo.
and we
We
are
are
the
the
Chocolate
Chocolate
Guys,
Guys.
and this is Cooking with Katuk.
So, Gary, what is Katuk?
This is Katuk. Katuk is a leafy vegetable that originates in Asia and grows really well in Panama. And we have lots and lots of Katuk here.
Awesome. So, what are the benefits of Katuk?
First of all, it's delicious. Every part of Katuk has a nutty, almost pea taste, and the parts that you eat are the leaves and the flowers and the fruit. So it turns out that Katuk is a superfood. It has 10 times more protein than spinach. It has 10 times more calcium. It has magnesium. It's awesome. But the number one benefit is it happens to be delicious.
So, Gary, what are we doing today with Katuk?
Well, we're gonna make curried coconut Katuk, which is absolutely delicious. But you don't need to actually cook the Katuk because every part of the Katuk you can eat raw or cooked. Here's one of the fruits. Can you see that? And it's, again, it kind of tastes like a pea. Really delicious. It's crunchy. It has a burst of flavor, and it's a little bit sweet. It's very delicious. So, what we need to do is we need to strip the leaves of the Katuk. In order to do that, we'll cut the stems, but this is a very fast-growing perennial plant. Perennial meaning that it grows year-round. So the thing about Katuk, which is great, is as soon as you cut it, you can plant a stem, and in just a few months, you'll have a nice plant again. It just keeps regenerating. So as long as you plant as you go, this is basically an unending supply of delicious, nutritious food. So we're gonna go ahead and start cutting stems. So now we're cutting the stems off so that we can replant. And we'll strip the majority of the leaves, and it'll actually help the new plant to grow faster. So now that I have some of the stems, the very top stems cut off, I'm going to pull off just the bottom leaves and just leave some of the top growth ready to go. And it's very simple. Just poke a hole and stick it in, and you have your new Katuk plant for your future harvests. So in the past, something that had a bite taken out of it, I would definitely not use. But I have a new brother that I adopted here named Scott Crawford, who knows a lot about plants. And he explained that when a plant has a bite taken out of it, it feels like it's under attack, and it sends what we consider to be the equivalent of antibodies to try to protect it, and that piece of plant becomes much more nutritionally dense and rich for whoever eats it. So instead of throwing this away, we'll be keeping this. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take our smaller stems and we're gonna stick them through our little shredder. And then, by the way, this is something that Carlo learned from YouTube University. And we just pull it through. And there we have our leaves. So we're gonna do this for all of these stems. And we'll end up with the Katuk that we're going to be cooking. So the Katuk is ready to rinse. Next step is to cut the stems off of our cranberry hibiscus, and the Katuk is fine this size. It's great because it's like spinach and it'll cook and shrink up a little bit, but these cranberry hibiscus what we want to do is cut those into several pieces. They'll shrink a little bit, but it'll make it a little bit easier to eat when it's completed. All right, boys and girls, we're ready to rumble. Here you go. You ready for this? We're going to start with our onions. We have a half a cup, basically, or a small onion, coarsely chopped. We have 3 tablespoons of virgin olive oil in here. And next, we're going to add our garlic, 4 garlic cloves. Then we're gonna add our fresh farm-raised coconut shreds. And another fun addition that we did is craisins. You can use any kind of dry fruit. I like craisins. You can use raisins. You could probably try it with dates maybe, but it's just fun. It gives a little bit of a sweetness. And by the way, just want to point this out. Carla did a beautiful job presentation with our spices here. We have turmeric and curry and cinnamon, and we have pepper, and we have garlic salt. So before we put in the katuk and the cranberry hibiscus, we're going to go ahead and put in our spices so that we can get them all saturated with the oil and the rest of the ingredients. We're going to cook this for about 3 minutes until the onions get nice and tender and just a little bit caramelized. Now, the moment of truth. We are going to be adding, little by little, our katuk and our cranberry hibiscus. So we'll add roughly about half of it, and then we'll stir, and then we'll add the rest. So you can see how quickly this cooks down. It's just like spinach. So we're gonna go ahead and add the rest of the katuk and cranberry hibiscus. The trick is to keep this on medium to low heat and to continue stirring the whole time. So our last ingredient, and this will tie everything together, is our half cup of lemon juice. This is fresh squeezed. Believe it or not, citrus grows really well on the Caribbean coast of Panama. We have all kinds of citrus trees, including we have starfruit, which is very cool. So we have lemon juice, and we're just going to let it soak in. And the next step will be the tasting. Now the most important step is to enjoy. I am super excited about this. Don't be intimidated. There's a few steps involved, but really I think we did the whole thing in 45 minutes, and believe me, you're gonna love this and your body's gonna love it. Here we go, you ready? It is absolutely delicious. The citrus just makes everything pop. So, from here at Green Acres Chocolate Farm, the Chocolate Guys, this is Gary saying thank you, and
Carlo.
we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.